My name is Njoroge. I'm a photographer, Kenyan based, and I run a company called Magic Real Pictures, where we create memorable moments. So Magic Real Pictures is a company that was formed in 2018. So it's a relatively young company, and we are doing photography, video, animations, drone work, everything to do with photography and video or media. Plus now we also do live streams because of now COVID-19. And we also have a studio where we take photography inside the studio, lifestyle photography, and we also do videos, music videos inside the studio also. Green screens, so we have a lot at Magic Real Pictures. How I started photography was really interesting because when I was in high school, I really didn't know what I was going to do in terms of the future. You design, you say, I want to be a doctor, I want to be an architect. When you get to Form 3, then you start considering others. Hey, I think I can be someone, or a model or something, because now education starts getting crazy as you go. But now when I was done with my Form 4, I tried, I passed. Then after I did my Form 4, I didn't really know what to do. So I was at church, KJ Buruburu. That's where we used to hang. That was 2011. Tulikuwa tuna hang up with one of my boys. So we really don't know what to do. But now guys started saying, "Ay mazejo, we do packages." So I started doing packages. And the other thing I did was CPA. CPA accounting. That was a crazy one. So I did CPA up to CPA 2. Then I said, "Maze, this thing is not working." I love most of the times in church I used to take photos of anything, take pictures of people, take pictures of flowers, and bituka. So I had that passion, and it started growing in me. And guys were telling me, by this you just do photography, because you're really passionate about it. I love there was someone I was looking up to, who is called Mutua Madheka. And that guy was crazy, doing photography of Nairobi, architecture, nini. And they used to download his pictures like every single day. Nilikuwa tu kwa Facebook yake. Na DM saa zingine anakulenga. But yeah, so that's how I started photography. Alafu saa kidogo now my grandmother so I stopped accounts. Then I joined campus, Mount Kenya University. So I did journalism in mass communication. So I did a diploma. I actually didn't graduate because sikuenda graduation by the at that time nilikuwa Uganda. Photography ilikuwa imeshika, so I was in UG. We were shooting, doing weddings. After that day I didn't do my exam, so I came, did a special exam, but I finished the course, the diploma course. But I didn't graduate because obviously we were doing some works. But I have the certificates, and thanks to a guy called Malcolm. From church, he was a photographer. He has a studio in Buruburu, so that's where I did my internship. Then now from there I started my photography. My grandmother bought me a camera. Thank you, Shosho. She bought me a camera, the first camera, and the first gig I think I did was for my grandmother still, because she has a children's home. So I did a documentary for them. It was really nice. Then now after that, I was doing some jobs for More Sound. There's an agency called More Sound. So unakuwa BA, these guys for promotions, Safaricom, they have promotions, mnaitwa, mnaenda mna activate. So I used to do that. I remember the first one I did was Mshwari. There was one for Vimto. There was one for KQ as a BA. So unaenda, mnapeana stickers kwa barabara, kwa jam. Mnachocha wase, "Hey, can I put some sticker on your car?" I said, "Yes." Nauliza, why should you put a sticker on my car? Unamwambia, you might get something by the way. You might travel with the Boeing 787. It was an activation of something like that. Then after I did my campus, then I called More Sound guys, a guy called Kuria. I told him, "Manze, nimeanza photography bana. I have a camera, so I can actually be doing some photos for you in your agency." He told me we have a guy who does photography for us, who is called Michael Catelli. So Michael Catelli is a legend in photography, man. Now that's the guy that held my hand, tukaanza sasa kufanya hizo activations, so na shoot at least saa bei ikapanda sasa. So I used to make a lot of money, by the way, when I was starting off. As in, I think photography, in the first like 3 months, there was a day that guy paid me hadi M-Pesa ikajaa. He told me, manzi we toa pesa bana kwa M-Pesa, I want to send you some others. And now I was really, I was really intrigued, na nikaona yenyewe this photography thing, you can make a lot of money. So I used to make a lot of money, doing activations and stuff like that. Then as time went by, I started my own company, which is Magic Real Pictures, which now we do videos. So apart from photography, I branched into videography now. So it is really quite a good journey. My day-to-day life is I wake up at around 5. Nafanya tizi, nimeanza kupiga tizi. So I do some workouts, then I piga my shower na kunywa chai. Then at around 6:30, niko kwa computer, I'm doing some research about photography, about video, about editing, because I also want to go back to vlogging. I used to vlog, but siku hizi si vlog sana YouTube, but now I'm thinking of going back, to start vlogging. So I do a lot of research, and I also catch up with the work that yenye sikuwa nimemalizia. So namalizia kazi yangu hiyo morning hours. Then if I have a shoot, I go for a shoot. Alafu now because now we have a studio, so there's a guy who comes and shoots people, who is my brother. So he comes and I shoot kwa studio, then me maybe naenda za nje. Then jioni sana come na dump ama napiga editing kidogo, alafu saa nalala. But we also have a guy who does our editing, who is called Joe. He's a very, very good editor. So we have like, we are like a team of 3 people, which is myself, do video and photography. We have Brevo, who does photography and videos also. And we have Joe, who does animations and editing and all that kind of stuff. To be unique, you have to be really creative. But now these days is about being someone who is humble. Because most of us are very creative. Most photographers are creatives actually, or people who do videos are creative. But these days, guys have forgotten about their soft skills, how to talk to people, how to approach people, how to do, just the basic stuff that you can do. So for me, being a unique photographer is, yes, being creative and doing out of this world stuff, but also because now when you're getting into photography, definitely you want some money, so you have to talk to people well. Since I started photography, definitely there have been so many challenges. I think the first shoot nilienda, we were doing something for Safaricom. Alafu I didn't have a flash. Naenda hapo hivyo manze, it's my first day, they don't have a flash bana. So naenda hapo hivyo manze, unapiga picha zingine ziko na grains. Then you go home, then you edit them. So hiyo ni challenge. Saa zingine pia unaenda unasahau memory card. Manze, you're going for a shoot, kwenda kuweka camera on, hakuna kadi. Now what do you do? Now the best thing with me, what I was saying earlier, is that you have to be really good with people. You have to really work and collaborate with others. Because now these days, photography and any other creative job, you must be a collaborator with other people. So with your collaboration and with you knowing a lot of people, challenges hazitakuwa mingi sana. Ama hata challenges zikikam, you won't be really bombarded by them as much. So you have to be, a good person. You have to be good with people. The other thing about dealing with pressure. Hey, Instagram, TikTok, sijui wapi. There's so much pressure these days. There's so much noise. As in, guys are getting depressed. Actually, most photographers, many creatives, many photographers, many filmmakers are really getting into depression because of trying to cope with pressure. I think it's just too much pressure, saa zingine. But how I cope with it is, I just do my job. What I do to not complicate my job is that first of all, I listen to clients. What does your client want? Client wako anataka just a simple portrait. You just take a simple portrait. That's all they need. But most of the times we give ourselves pressure. Unataka upige portrait, you want to bring sijui which light. You saw YouTube, kuna msi ako na gels, sijui kuna msi ako na nini. But your clients, all they want is just a simple portrait. Then why are you giving yourself pressure? Something I think we give ourselves so much pressure. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Unapata because of pressure, because of what people are doing, because of what other photographers are doing, you want to be like them, or you want to emulate them. Also, I try to limit myself on social media platforms. Kama ni kutumia social media, maybe about 1 hour maximum per day. Because what I've realized, kuna time fulani nilikuwa naamka, you wake up early in the morning, you wake up at around 6 or 7. First thing you do, umeingia social media. Umeingia social media, what you see other photographers, one is in Malindi, one is in Lamu, one is in Watamu, yani those good places. Alafu social media doesn't, hakuna mtu anaweza post kitu mbaya ati aseme I'm going through this. Everybody is trying to be perfect on social media, so that's a lot of pressure. And hakuna mtu perfect. There's no one who is perfect. There's no one who is good. There's no one who is always creative. There's no one who always has jobs. There's no one, we go through a lot of things. So how I deal with pressure? Social media, limit time. Patia time yake kidogo. Alafu, now work on your craft also. Every single time, try to be better than yesterday. And how do you do that? By learning. Not by just going to social media. Because when you go to social media, tunajaribu kuona post moja. When you watch just one video, wanakuletea video ingine, another video, you see that you're wasting a lot of time on all those things, and what they're doing to you is just bringing pressure to you and stuff like that. So I try to limit it as much as I can. Alafu pia I try to collaborate with people. Alafu pia you try to talk to people also. If you see a photographer has done something unique, something great, something crazy, so then unawapigia tu na wauliza, hey manzi, how did you do that? Some of the mistakes I have made in photography, I think is vile tu nilikuwa nasema about forgetting things, like a card. Nishaenda event na sina card, and that's really crazy. You're one of the first things. Sazine you have not charged your batteries. Sazine maybe your camera is not working. Kuna time nyingine nishaenda wedding manzi. Wedding kidogo unapiga hivi, then the camera goes off. It's not battery, shida si memory card, and you don't know what it was. So now what I do these days is that before I go for a shoot tomorrow, I must counter check my things tonight ama usiku. Naziangalia usiku, how are my things, vitu ziko sawa, I have the cards, I have the camera, I have the lenses, I have everything together, then I put them together. Cards na vitu kaa hizo, because alafu pia you have to get like extra stuff. Get an extra battery, get an extra flash, get an extra card all the time when you're going for a shoot. Because you never know what might happen. Alafu pia nishaenda event nikaibiwa camera manzi. Bag goes with the camera, with the lenses, with the batteries, with the lapels, with everything manzi. You go back to where ulikuwa umeziweka, unaona manzi hakuna kitu. So that is carelessness also. So these days I really try to go with people, maybe someone who can be checking out for me. Ananiangalia vitu visiibiwe, ananicountercheckia, ananiambia hii betri iko karibu kuisha, ananichajia, just to get an extra hand. That's when now internship comes in, and unapatia wase pia internship, wanakama learn pia na wewe na vitu kama hizo. So as a young person, what it takes to be on top, I really think is you taking your place and trying to understand your clients and who you are working with. Because the moment you take your place, the moment you know that you are a very good photographer, and you understand your clients, you listen to what your clients are telling you, as in this is what we need, this is what we need, this is what we need specifically. Kujiamini, knowing that you're a good photographer and you have what it takes to do a job or to do any assignment that you're given. We try to have a program for internship, so tunachukua interns ama wale watu wanataka kukuwa na internship and learning about photography, videos and editing and everything. So most of the times when guys go for their internship, they come to us also and we give them chances. This time around, this year, we have had like 4 interns, wengine wa multimedia, wengine wa KU, wengine wa different campuses. So we give them an opportunity also to learn. They come to the studio, we teach them to shoot. Alafu we also send them on assignments, wanaenda wanajishutia wenyewe, wanaona vile iko na vitu kama hizo. So all the time, because also me, I was helped by Malcolm, who took me in akaniambia, yeah, we can give you an internship. So pia mimi, I try to give back to the society also. Alafu now, how we get our clients is we do social media, but one of the biggest thing is referrals. As in now, you took a good picture of a client, you did a good job for a client, anaenda anaambia bishte yake, ama anaambia familia yake, ama anaambia watu wao, then they come back, as referrals from one client. So you see, like, you can get one client mwenye anaweza kuletea like 1,000 depending na vile ulifanya photos poa. Take a scenario like a wedding. When you get a wedding, that means that you'll do that wedding, then they get married. After that, they'll get a kid. So kuna job hapo hivyo ya kupiga huo bride akiwa pregnant. Then after that, wapate mtoi. Then now you'll have a chance to also take pictures of the baby. Then now they'll also call other people, they'll advise other people, they'll advise other couples from their circles, maybe from church, then you'll get jobs from that. So all the time, anytime, I always tell people to be good with people, to understand what clients want, to also be friendly, and to also make your clients be your friends also. When I got my first big money, the money that I thought that was really good, I started building. So I have like 4 houses or something like that, where nakombolesha, and you get some money from that at the end of the month. So I think that's a plus as any photographer. If you're making money, bala ya kukunywa tu pombe, try and invest and try to get some money from that, because me, I think my ideal idea naeza takata ni I retire when I am like 35 years. You retire and you start living your life now. Because they say life begins at 40. Life at 40 is uishi ile life inafaa kuishi. You go abroad, nini unapiga malab na vitu kama hizo. So as a photographer, you should invest. When you get the money, just invest. Because I'm also thinking of maybe building my own house now. I have a land and I'm thinking of building my own house for the family as time goes by. Ili hata stories za rent unachorea pia, unajua. You try and live well when you can, because now in terms of photography, things change really a lot, especially the pandemic. You've seen what has happened. So in terms of adapting also, you need to adapt with times, because now when the pandemic hit, when Corona came, events ilikansoliwa, a lot of things, you didn't know where to go. But now for us, we adapted. We started a studio just in KCB Njoroge Road. You can come and do your photography. Alafu pia now we have an offer for any person that will come. We are charging 2,500 for a minimum of 10 pictures. Imagine 2,500 for 10 pictures. Karibuni. So you come, we take you nice pictures. You can check us out on our Instagram, Facebook, at Magic Real Pictures. So when the pandemic hit, Corona vile ilikam, now we started a studio. Alafu we started doing green screens for our clients, Alafu then we started now doing live stream photography and video, because now most of the people, because of the limitation of the people, a lot of people would not go to weddings, to funerals, to to events also. So you're called by your clients and you do like live events na vitu kama hivyo. So that has really helped us in adapting with the changes. Cars with Big Boy Trev, which is called CBBT, which airs on KTN every single Sunday at 6:30. I'm the one who shoots the show, the car show. So how it came about was the friend of Big Boy Trev is called Benjamin Uluga. He was my friend. We used to work with him before he went abroad. So before he went abroad, the show was, starting up and tulikuwa tunaanza. So I was called and I was told, hey Manzi, we heard that you have invested, you have a good camera, you have a gimbal, you have lights. And let's start this show. Then we see how it goes. Yeah. So I said, sir, why not? That was around 2018, 2019. I think 2019, at the start of 2019. So I went. But the first time when they called me, they didn't call me to do video, they called me to do photography. So when I went, nikaenda hapo hivyo, it was at Toyota Kenya, nikapiga picha zangu safi, nikaonyesha Trev, hey, this is what they look like. So what I did, which was unique and different, is that I did some cutaways of the cars. So nikaanza kuchukua picha za gari, videos, that is, videos za gari, vile gari inakaa, some creative shots of the cars and stuff like that. Then the guys looked at the videos and they said, wow, this is good work. So the guy who was filming was told, now you will be the editor. Now let me start, shooting. So now I was given the role of shooting, that is filming. I love the guy who was shooting, he was given the role of editing. So it was a very, very good opportunity, starting film and shooting, because now that has exposed us to a lot of opportunities. Because we have gone to places like Netherlands, we've gone to Germany to shoot cars in the Mercedes-Benz Museum. We did some job for Kibo, which is in Netherlands. We went to India for Mahindra. We went, tukaona the company, how it looks like. We went to Chennai, we went to Johannesburg also for JRL, which is Jaguar Land Rover, their area. So it is really, really good to always work hard. And when you're given a job, you should go an extra mile all the time. Ukipewa hii kazi, usipige tu ati hiyo kitu umepewa. Try also, after shooting what you have been told to do, now try do something which is creative, because now that's what I did to get such a big opportunity as shooting with Cars with Big Boy Trev. Pictures on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere is Magic Real Pictures. You can follow us there. Myself on Instagram, I'm Mike Njoro DOP _ Mike _ Njoro DOP. So that's my Instagram handle. Facebook is Mike Njoroge, and that's what we do. So we do photography, we do videography, we do editing, we do animations, we do drone work, we do documentaries, we do everything. We have a studio now. Karibuni sana. We only charge 2,500 for a minimum of 10 edited pictures, which is a promotion that we are running right now. So karibuni sana, come we shoot together and you'll get very, very beautiful and memorable moments. That's what we do over here. So to everybody who is watching, feeling discouraged maybe about starting, ama unafikiria uanze usianze, just do it. That's the idea. Just do it. As in, you just need to do it. Don't even think about it. I know you've been thinking about maybe starting photography, doing any other thing. The idea is just to do it. Anytime you wake up, just do what you're feeling like doing. Alafu pia follow your passion. Sometimes it might take some time before you get paid, but if you're working for a passion, it's something that you like, it's something that you love doing. Something that how if it's a job. So you just wake up in the morning, do it, and work hard every single day. Welcome to Magic Real Pictures, where we create memorable and unique moments.